Another video just to explain this time about two people working on the same document at the one time, even though they might be in different locations. So I suppose this kind of thing is handy for the upcoming, SLAR meetings, the administration side of all of those, for making year plans or schemes of work or anything like this. It means that a lot of things can be done at home. Even though obviously we're all living in different parts of Cork, so it's a very, very handy tool to be able to learn. We teach this to the first years and first year computers, so it's one of the basic things that we start with, which is basically one of the things that's used in business all day, all the time, in most businesses, which is basically it's a collaborative tool where people just can work on the same document at the same time. So it should be a time-saving exercise as well. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. So as I mentioned, this could be very useful for the upcoming SLARs. So you need to open your internet and you need to sign into your Office 365 account. So I'm just going to type in Office 365 and there's a login there. Now mine might log in automatically because I've mine set to log in, and there you go, I'm already logged in. Now you may need to put in your details here to log in, that's fine. Once you're in, to get this up and running and to show you exactly what I mean, you can open Microsoft Word here at the beginning, just to start a Word document. So new document. Now the beauty of this, you can see it's online. This is all online. So what you're doing right now is that you're using the cloud. Your cloud computing is what you're doing. So basically you're editing in and you're storing this document online. So it's not stored on your computer here. It's not stored on a memory stick or anything like that. It's saved online, which means that anybody can access it from anywhere, which is great. So I'm just going to edit the title of the document up here. So if you just double click that, I'm just going to call this SLAR template 1, we'll say, and just click return, and you can see it's saved straight away. So this is the beauty of the online version. You'll never have to go through the process of clicking file and save as or anything like that. Everything that you type in here saves automatically in real time. So anything that you type and anything that anybody else will add to the document, it saves, which is great. So it means that you never lose work. So I'm just going to start off by just calling this SLAR template just here, SLAR template guidelines, let's say. Okay, now what do I want to do here? Let's say if we're creating a SLAR template, or we're trying to create a document between 3 or 4 people. Okay, this is the key button over here. This is your share button. When you click share, it'll open up your address book basically, and anybody that you start typing in here should appear. So it says enter a name or an email address. Okay, so let's say for example I am to pick Jason Barry. So I click Jason, it'll come up Jason Barry staff. If I am to click David Donovan, or a few Davids will probably come up, David Barrett, David Dillon, David Donovan, they're all there. So you can see everybody on staff has an email address already with Microsoft, because they got a tablet. Okay, so just for the purposes, I'm going to type in admin because I'm signed in on admin on another computer here beside me, so I can receive it on a different computer. So I'm going to click send, and on my other computer you should hear a notification any minute now. Yeah, that's the other computer right beside me now. So I've now received an email basically saying that Patrick Croke has shared this SLAR template 1 document with me. So I'm signed in on the admin account, which I just shared it to on my other computer here. So all I'm just going to do here is I'm just going to open that document that I've received on the email. Okay, and in a minute you should see things changing up here. There you go, school admin is also editing. So I have now accepted the share, and I'm now allowed to edit this document as well. So you'll see it comes up in green if there was more than one person. So let's say for example I added Jason Barry to this or someone else as well, they might come up in red or yellow or blue or whatever the case is. So the green here you can see is school admin. The one I'm looking at on my other screen has Patrick Croak in red. So that means that you can see who's editing, you can see who's typing, basically is what I mean. So if I'm, let's say I'm on my admin here on the computer beside me, and I'm going to type out, hi Patrick, thanks for sharing. So you can see that all comes up and it tells you there that school admin has written that. And I'm going to reply to this, and I'm going to type no problem. And that's fine. Now no color comes up for me here because this is me. So but on the other computer it comes up in red because it's there to show you that somebody else is editing it other than the person signed in. So it works really well. So just to give you an example here, I have a paragraph already saved, and I'm going to put it in down here. So you can see school admin is about to type something. So I'm going to put in this paragraph just here, and I've put in kind of a definition of what SLAR meetings are. So you can see that's gone in, and you can see everything is saving here as you're typing. So so this will always be there. You know, no matter what happens, it'll always save. So as I mentioned, you can share this with any amount of people. You can chat to these people. So I can click the chat button over here, for example, and it opens up a chat function here. And I can say, for example, will you fill in question 1? And I can send it, and there you go. I received it on the admin, and I can respond, and I can say something like, no problem, once you do question 2. So you can see school admin is typing, no problem, once you do question 2. So you can have a little chat there. You can do it over the phone if you want, whatever's easy, you know, you don't have to use this function. So that's it. So immediately then, okay, so you can see here, you know, we've started a document, and let's say, for example, you know what, we've done enough for today. We'll come back to it tomorrow at another stage. And it doesn't have to be all the people signed in. It can be anybody. If it's a group of 4, for example, 2 people can do it, 1 person can do it, 4 can do it. It doesn't make a difference how many. You don't have to have everybody there at all at once. So it's already saved. I don't need to do anything here. So I'm just going to close it off just up here. And you can see then in my Microsoft, you'll see just down here, SLAR template 1 should start appearing shortly. Because this is where all my recent documents will save down here. This is basically, it'll come up in very, very shortly. You'll see SLAR template 1. So that when I come back to my Office 365 account the next time when I sign in, it'll have the document waiting for me just down here. Now the reason why it hasn't saved yet is because I need to shut it down on the other end as well. So anytime I go to my Office 365, it'll basically bring me, it'll show me my documents just under here, and you can continue editing that then going forward as well. So it's just a really handy tool for anybody who wants to edit documents at the same time, even though they might be in different locations.